guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you hear a lot of noise, that is the washing machine in the background. It tends to make a whole lot of noise throughout this whole apartment, especially when it's completely silent at night. Because yes, I'm filming this video at 10:10, so it is pretty late. And these are my cherry blossom lights in the background. You can't see them that well because they don't show up well on camera. However, they're really amazing in person. I got them on Amazon. And then you see my lava lamp I have in my apartment. And also my phone case. You guys can't normally see it because I film videos on my phone. Oh, this is what my phone case looks like. I just got it this summer before this semester started. But since I have my ring light on and filming more professionally this time, I'm gonna let you guys pick which setting you would like to see for my next videos that I make that are new, but I also have so many pre-scheduled and pre-filmed videos I have yet to edit, so those ones will come out without the ring light. But you can see I definitely have a ring light on, so, and it's on the whitest setting right now. There's white, then more yellowish white, then really yellow, and I don't know the terms for them, but yes, those are the general settings that mine has. But it also has color settings and the one that it just does all the colors around in a circle, which you guys probably wouldn't want that in videos because it's really distracting. As well as this little necklace I got from the farmer's market that Coastal always brings once a month to Prince Lawn. So I always like to go to that, try the most exotic things. Let's get into what this video was all about. I'm going to talk about my experiences learning Chinese and relate that back to why I do not want to go to Taiwan for my studies in Mandarin Chinese. At CCU, I've studied Chinese since my freshman year. It was the second semester, so during the spring semester of my freshman year, which would be 2021, and I did Chinese 115, which counts as 5 credits because it is not I think it's 110 that the other languages do, and then they move up from there. But Chinese just started out as 115 for introductory. My sophomore year, I took the next level Chinese, which was 210, and then I moved up from that, which was 211 the following semester. Now this year, my junior year, I have been taking Chinese 311, which is reading and writing, which is a bit of a stretch for someone that always write it in pinyin. So learning the stroke orders and all that is not 100% new to me because I have had to write before, but I've never had to write full-on sentences like is required of me to do now. So with that being said, also my freshman year I participated in the Chinese Cultural and Language Exchange Club at our school, which I don't believe is a thing anymore now because different people end up running different things. But at my school, the one that's always been there were the Chinese cultural events, which I attended every single one basically my freshman year. As the years go on, and I don't have the flexibility of doing everything through Zoom in my apartment, and I have late at night labs because I'm also a marine science major, as well as my Chinese minor and Asian studies minor, and now double majoring in LIS. It tends to be a lot, and I can't always attend every event if they fall on the same dates as the Chinese event is for late at night labs. I've watched about 5, 6 to 7 Chinese TV shows, and I've finished about 5 of them. Basically, I will record them as I watch them the second time around. But the first time around, I will 100% watch them without subtitles. Now, since I'm in Chinese reading and writing, I sometimes incorporate the Chinese subtitles. So in Chinese with simplified Chinese subtitles because that is beneficial for my level. but I always stay more so to the current level. So watch it one time without subtitles to see how much you can understand, then watch it with the subtitles to see how much you can understand even after that, because a lot of times I will watch something and all of a sudden when I see the English, then I hear the Chinese. But you really want to put your Chinese to the test to see how much you would know just with the Chinese. So now that I told you guys my background in Chinese, it's time for me to talk about why I would not want to pursue my studies in Taiwan, because that's the only thing that is recommendable right now, because China is having the whole COVID situation and it's a really major deal right now. If you were to go, you would mostly be staying in an apartment and not experiencing much of the people, the culture, just kind of like an isolated experience, which is why you probably don't want to put your time, your money, and your effort into that, because it's not the experience you would want to have abroad. So mostly what people do now is that Taiwan is offering people to go abroad and opportunities online as well. Mainland also offers opportunities online as well. I did apply for the CLS program for Spark during the summer, but I did not get that one. That one was a virtual program, so they were bringing in a university from either Taiwan or from China and Dalian University to you virtually. But that one was available for all levels of Chinese. The one now for this cycle, for the summer coming up of 2023, that one is only available for pure beginners. So obviously that does not fit my level of Chinese. I'm a bit more advanced than that, and so I would not be able to apply for that. The only one's in person through CLS. So CLS Spark does the virtual programs. CLS does the broad ones where you actually go to that country. The only ones available for that are Taiwan, which I don't want to do. And I'm going to talk about that right now. So to me, Taiwan is more westernized than China and does not provide me with the full experience I want when I think of a Chinese-speaking place. For me, it's highly important that my first experience is something that I 100% want to do, and also that because I've been learning from a teacher from Beijing, I would want to keep that and expand on that by only keeping myself to the way mainland speakers speak, because I don't want my learning to not be consistent throughout. That shapes the whole way you're going to speak the language for the rest of your learning, for the rest of your life, even if you plan to continue Chinese learning forever. It's just, to me, that is a big indicator of why I don't want to go to Taiwan. And it's not that I don't want to go to Taiwan, it's just I don't want that first abroad in a Chinese speaking place to be Taiwan, because the first immersion experience is going to indicate the whole rest of my learning in Chinese, which I would prefer it to be Zhonghua, China. This is a very biased view I have, but it's still something that is important to me, that is unique to me, and not a lot of people might consider this. They just see, oh, I'm studying Chinese, I need an experience to boost my Chinese. Taiwan is the easiest alternative. But for some people that it's not exactly what they want. Maybe they're not open to going from simplified to traditional, like I'm not. I know I'm not. So a lot of people are willing to take that extra step, but for someone that wants to be kept the same throughout their whole study of a language, it's very important to go to the place that you want to be able to speak as. You want your accent to be. this, that. There's other factors that are really powerful, that are more powerful than just you having an experience or not. Like I said, Taiwan is more westernized than China. And I already live in a Western, country in the US. So I don't see significant value in visiting another westernized country. And yes, it's still very much Chinese, but there's Western aspects mixed into it more than mainland China. And so that indicates why I don't have a strong desire to go there. There's no WeChat. They have access to everything in Taiwan. It's just not exactly how I picture my Chinese learning to be. Okay, so I think this is the third one, maybe fourth one at this point, but this one is really biased, more so than the other ones. And I do not mean this any way in a political way, any way regarding anything else other than just my own opinion. And that is that my viewpoint of a island is Japan. And my viewpoint of that is speaking Japanese, not Chinese. So growing up, always liking Japan and knowing Japan is an island, that to me translates to why is Taiwan speaking Chinese and not Japanese? Which I know that's ridiculous to say, but my viewpoint of an Asian island is speaking Japanese and not Chinese. So I'm just putting that out there. That's another indication of why I don't want to go. Very opinionized, but just take it with a grain of salt. That's just how I feel about it. Fourth or fifth reason is already, I kind of stated it, but it's the fact that just because everyone is using it as an alternative makes me not want to use it as an alternative, because it's just what everyone's doing because China isn't open. So I would much rather go to Malaysia, maybe Singapore, other places that can speak Chinese but aren't Taiwan, just because I don't feel like picking something as an alternative just because it's available. Just because everyone's doing it doesn't mean you have to do it. And just because everyone is doing it makes a stubborn person like me not want to do it. Because I want my experience to be unique to me, and that needs to be set apart from other people, just because that's how I am and how I want to learn Chinese. So those are all my things. I have reasons of why I would not want to take an immersion experience or abroad in Taiwan. And I hope you guys can maybe take this new viewpoint, develop your own opinion yourself about weighing the pros and cons of going to Taiwan, because not a lot of people consider the fact that this is going to change the way that you speak Chinese, probably for the whole rest of the time you study the language. Think about what accent you want, how you want to say your words, because there are certain tones that are different in Taiwan versus mainland. There are also slightly different regional phrases that are and aren't used in certain areas. So you really have to just pinpoint what you want to do for your studies. But if you're already studying simplified, you might want to keep studying simplified. If you're practicing traditional, then you probably don't have a reason why you don't want to go to Taiwan. But I know people that have went to Taiwan at my university. They had to go through the whole process where they had to relearn characters from simplified to traditional in order to learn more about them going to Taiwan, which is going to use the traditional system and not the simplified as much. So it really just depends on the person, what you want, and I'm more picky, and I'm going to be more picky about stuff that I'm more passionate about. because I want my whole heart in it and not just half of my heart in it. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like, subscribe, comment, and 再见. And I almost forgot. So you guys tell me, do you like this lighting, which is the white light? Do you guys prefer this one, which is the more yellow one? Or do you like this one, which is the completely yellow one? And this is what the mix of colors looks like. It's like purple, green, red, blue, and it keeps changing colors. But it might be more distracting, especially if you can see it in Urza's reflection, so yeah. This one's green. This one's blue. This one's green. This one's blue. This one's purple. This one's red. Green. Now it's starting over again. And this is back to the normal again. So just let me know which one you guys prefer out of the white yellow, or the yellow one. And I will see about which one I should use from now on. And thanks so much for watching. And again, 再见.